All right, and we are live. Hi, everyone. I hope if give us a thumbs up if you guys can see us all right. If you can hear us all right. We're super excited for this webinar. This is called "What Employers Are Looking For Beyond Your Degree." I can already see the chats being spammed. Hi, everyone. I hope you guys are all well. Let us know where you're tuning in from. If you're from Melbourne, Sydney, even overseas. I know the Melbourne baddies are experiencing really terrible weather right now with the rain. But I hope you guys are keeping really dry. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this session. It'll be 1 hour of me and Takshi just yapping, and I would love you guys to also yap on the chat because we have the chat open for everyone to see, and I would love for us to all just have a conversation about jobs, degrees, literally anything that evolves in that circle. But yeah, let's begin. We're gonna be talking so much throughout the session. I'm gonna try to keep the the pace going.
Oh my God.
Amazing.
Look
Takshi, let's
at
get started.
Amazing. Oh my gosh. So excited to see so many of you here. And please keep spamming the comments. We love that. We love that. Before we do go any further, though, I would really like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we are meeting tonight. The HEX team is based across Australia, India, Philippines, Thailand, and Vietnam. And we would really like to acknowledge again the traditional owners of the land on which we work, meet, teach, and play, and any elders, past, present, and emerging of the land as well. So, moving on from that. So, who's in the room tonight? That is going to be me and Julia. So, Julia is going to be running this session with y'all, and she's our marketing and events coordinator. She is a marketing engine. She's got the marketing magic in her. And then there's me, yours truly, who is going to be your program facilitator for the night as well. And super excited to see you guys. Yeah, a lot of people from Melbourne, huh?
Oh, go
And
Melbourne!
oh my God, love that. Oh my gosh. Coming to who we are now, we are Hex, and we are basically this really cool, innovative edtech company where we run really cool, innovative entrepreneurship programs for individuals like yourself. We work with a lot of high schools, a lot of universities, and basically a lot of like individuals as well, just helping them. Um, Deliver like life-changing experiences and just getting them ready for the future and developing good like future skills that are going to be needed by them in their jobs, in their work, in their uni life as well. So literally anything to do with developing really innovative, really cool founder centric stuff as well. So that's who we are. Yeah. Moving
Amazing.
on.
So, what is going to be happening in the next hour? It's already been 5 minutes, guys. So, I hope you guys are so excited. We're going to talk about how your global experiences can amplify your career in Australia because we actually have a lot of people tuning in this session that are international students. And if you guys don't know, Hex is currently running an international student program called SMIP, and a lot of them have requested more and more sessions about career building and portfolios and just getting a job. So if you guys have attended our SMIT programs, let us know in the chat. Woohoo, represent. So we have created this session for you and also for everyone else that's just looking to kind of target or like spearhead the job industry in Australia because it is very tough at the moment, as you all know. But as Hex, we are there to support you and to upskill you in this journey. So we'll also talk about 3 things that you can do in the next month, but literally you can do that right after this webinar session. So we're going to talk about how you can really enhance your portfolio. We're going to talk about some really amazing programs through Hex and even through like universities or other places where you can have some sort of global experience that can really help with your portfolio. We're going to talk about what you can expect from these types of programs because a lot of people don't really know what international programs are. It can be a little bit scary. I guess because a lot of you guys are all international students, you're kind of used to having a different shift in your work and your life. But these types of programs are completely different to what you expect. So we're also going to break that down. And lastly, stay tuned, but we have a couple of scholarships that we are going to give away at the end of this session. So let's begin. I won't talk too much about that right now. We'll save it for the end. So
Just
yeah, Taki, let's go and talk about what employers are looking for. So everyone knows everyone was looking for a degree, grades, and hard skills, right? That's what everyone thinks. But
common
little did you know.
misconception.
Yeah, Takshi, why don't you tell us what are some other skills that employers are looking for?
Yeah, of course. Ready to dive into it. Oh my gosh. So again, like Julia said, common misconception. Employers are, of course, looking for your degree, grades, hard skills, blah. But literally everyone has those these days. There's a whole pool of talent available to employers and 1,000 applications for every single job role on the market because the job market is just that bad right now, and we all know it. So how do you stand out? How do you stand out in this basically, herd of sheep? So employers are not just looking at your what degree that you did, what specialization you did, but also your achievements, your extracurricular activities you've been involved in, what uni projects you did, what clubs were you in, what experiences make you you, what kind of authenticity and creativity you bring to the table. So it's not just a regular black and white resume that they're looking at anymore. That is really traditional, and gone are those days, basically. So we need to really, really, really level up and just, you know, um, represent yourself on a piece of paper, basically. But yeah, moving on. Let's see now. Using your global edge. Now, basically, here you can see a couple of pictures of myself being on really fun, again, international programs. I did this study program in Vietnam. It was a 2-week intensive little thing. But again, coming to say that your resume doesn't really show employers who you are, or really doesn't, leverage your experience as it should. And since you're all a lot of international students are again in this webinar, having said that, every role that you've ever done in your life matters. Your travel stories matter. You just need to frame a perspective around them. You need to frame how and where you can leverage them according to the specific job role or industry that you're applying to. I think all of us in this call are at least bilingual baddies, that I like to call us, but or even like multilingual baddies at least. And we really, really need to leverage that experience as well, because not everyone is, and not everyone can do that. So I think it's so important that little things about your experience in your life, you can literally leverage those and build them into something in your resume that can stand out and that can make you stand out from other applicants as well, or just in an interview. Even like you can talk about your travel stories when you're asked a question. Like for example, my experience in Vietnam, that's a conversation starter. I could say, oh, I spent like 2 weeks in Vietnam, and then I spent 2 weeks exploring the country. And then the other person's going to be like, oh yeah, like where were you at, like what places did you go to? Or they're going to be more interested in me as a person. They're basically going to know that they're not talking to a wall. I have a personality. But yeah, like any, and a lot of us, again, having said that, have a lot of international experience being international students. So um literally, like any role, any prior experience you've done before, you can absolutely leverage that. And especially for those, I would like to say, for those people, or like for those students who have absolutely no prior experience or no professional experience, I feel like university clubs or societies are a really good place to start having those, and just having to like put yourself out there, because you really should be utilizing your global edge in a competitive era like this. Because again, like there is a lot of talent in the market, and everyone is really skilled, and everyone is really good at hard skills, and they can be taught. But what you need to develop and what you need to stand out are these skills, your global mobility skills, or the skills that you build, like intercultural competence. You know how to switch, context, you know how to switch cultures. So yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, moving on. Mm.
Amazing. So next thing that we're going to be talking about is all about resumes. Raise a hand up if, or comment down the chat, if you have a portfolio or a resume that is all good. I'm hoping people will say yes. If
Yeah,
not, that is
nice.
what we're here for. We're going to be telling you guys what are some things that you can do in the next month to really liven up your resume. And we at Hex, you know we talk to so many students who are always telling us like, "Oh, help us with our resume. What can I do to improve it?" So we're going to be telling you right now, or the three things to start off. So we have three secrets. The first one is volunteering, which Tashi kind of talked about a little bit before. But we're gonna delve into more about what volunteering looks like, because a lot of people think that volunteering is like you have to volunteer for a whole year, or it's like a every weekend thing. But there are a
Oh,
lot of volunteering
yeah.
opportunities that is even just like a once-off volunteering. So maybe Tashi, you can talk about a little bit about that.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. I love this part because honestly, when, where, how, and why would you volunteer? Basically, a lot of people have this misconception as well, or just a sort of hesitation in putting themselves out there and being like, why would I want to volunteer if I would rather just get an internship, or I would rather just get a paid gig. We always get a lot of questions being like, what do you think is better? Should I go for this internship, or like wouldn't an internship be better because I'm also getting paid and I'm also getting like this specific work experience in this industry. What I like to call those is like, we're literally going to be busting your myths tonight, because I think every work experience like really, really counts, and you can learn so much from every job or like sort of work that you do, especially volunteering work, which is a really good way to start if you're finding some trouble in literally a new country, like looking for work or like looking for any sort of roles that you're interested in. But literally just start off anywhere. Moving on to having said the why, because it's really going to stack up your resume as well, and again going to give you the sort of you know skills that you need to basically flourish in this industry, or in this job market basically, and set you apart as well. And what I like to say is, I feel like putting yourself out there is basically making you gain more exposure, and you're sort of increasing the surface area for more serendipity to hit you, for more opportunities to hit you, because obviously nobody's going to rock up to your front door and knock on it, and an opportunity is just going to drop into your lap. You're going to have to put yourself out there and seek out these opportunities. You're going to have to be opportunistic basically, and just grab it when you see it. But coming to the when, where, and how, we're going to be answering that in the next slide.
Yeah,
And
can I before we move on, can I just I know we have a couple people in the chat. So hi
yeah,
Sajal, Lam, Josephine, Asha, welcome. Let us know if you guys have volunteered before. Oh, Lam already told us that they haven't volunteered before. So this is your chance to do that in 2026, because trust me, there's so many opportunities out there. Lots of companies are looking for volunteers. Even at Hex, maybe we'll move on to the next slide. At Hex, we have an annual conference called Hexpo. Has anyone heard of Hexpo? It's a massive conference event. Last year, it was 1 week's worth, and I was very privileged enough to help with the creation of Hexpo. And I was able to recruit 20 plus volunteers for the 7-day event. And these volunteers, a lot of them have volunteered for Hex before. Some of them have never heard of Hex before, but they saw a listing that we put up where we were asking people for volunteers. So volunteer can look like a lot of things. Sometimes, like for example, at Hex, when you volunteer, it's event logistics, checking people in, um like all sorts of things. So you can do so much with volunteering. And I know that, like, some people would say, oh, I don't know where to volunteer, where do I look, when do I look? There's so many places out there, like for example F1. We have a F1 how many times in Melbourne. You can volunteer for that. If you're into fashion, Melbourne Fashion Week is a really good time for us to volunteer. Actually, one like our chief of staff at Hex, the other Julia, I'm pretty sure has volunteered for Melbourne Fashion Week before, and
That's
she really
so
loved
cool.
it. She's really into fashion as well. But yeah, like there's so many opportunities out there where you can volunteer, and even if it's just like a 1 day event for 2 hours, like that is already something that you can put on your resume that employers will look at, and it's like a conversation starter. And we know that you can think on the spot. There's a little bit of like ambiguity, like you can like impromptu things that you can do. Someone asked actually those volunteers where to find, so just look it up on Google.
Yeah.
Maybe Tashi, you can talk more about where we can find these volunteering opportunities.
Oh my gosh, yes. The next slide, perfect timing for the question because the next slide is all about that. Again, we've put together just a small list of companies that you might like to go for that a lot of that are really popular among international students, and they're really international student friendly, as to say, because they recruit a lot of international students, especially during like semester breaks and stuff. Just to host a lot of either social events. They might not even need to be academically inclined, but honestly, organizations like Future Forte or even Study Melbourne Hub and City of Melbourne, they have so many programs running for international students, just building that community from the ground up, just helping them find each other and basically hosting these like social events, which also like keep people, sort of entertained and like, again, like, building that community and keeping it alive, like I said. And then there's so many other organizations like Oz Harvest, Food Bank, as well, or Australian Red Cross, who are always looking for new volunteers. And again, a great way to stack up your resume as well and get those people facing skills and basically get like, big names on your resume as well. So always like keep looking out for those opportunities as well. Go to their websites, follow their socials, go to like follow them on YouTube, follow them on LinkedIn, and yeah, like most importantly, follow them on like Instagram and social media because it is the age, and they obviously like a lot of the times only post about those for a one-off opportunity that you might be like lucky enough to find and get as well. And for those of you who are not sure of what companies to go for or like what sort of industry you'd like, a great place to start for students is also just university clubs or university student associations that they have, like MSA, for example, that Monash has, or Monsu that Monash has. And then RMIT has their own little thing going on, UniMelb has their thing going on. So literally, like all those student associations become like, become a part of them, and basically like you don't even need to volunteer, the entire semester, or like you don't have to volunteer all your time as well. It can literally be so flexible if you choose it to be. And I know because it's a common misconception that you have to basically, it's a huge time commitment to volunteer throughout the semester, or I have exams, or I have like uni, or I have too many assignments piling up. But once you get rid of that stigma, I think, around volunteering, I think you should really be able to put yourself out there and just go for it, because that is literally how you meet people and literally how you will meet like industry professionals as well, and that is the best way for you to network and just connect with more people and find more opportunities. But yeah, that's yeah,
Can I just quickly chime in here? Like, I
yeah,
remember we had like we had like Hex has to have like this booth at Deacon, and we were looking for volunteers. And you know who raised their hand up? Takshi. This was before she joined Hex. And we loved her energy. Like just her presence was so amazing, and she would be like the yes person because we were like, oh, we also need another volunteer for this event, and she was like, yep, that I will volunteer. And then look at now, like Takshi is helping us facilitate our hex programs. So like you never really know what volunteering can like come out of it. Like there's so many opportunities and doors that will open up for you. And obviously sometimes when you volunteer, it doesn't exactly mean you're going to get a job at the company, but there's like now Takshi has the skills to say, okay, I volunteered for Hex. She was able to get to know like myself and everyone else at Hex. And then we just loved her work so much that now she's helping us facilitate these programs. So you really never know what will come out of volunteerings. And like Takshi, that was what, like 2 hours of your time?
Yeah,
Like how
basically. Like not even. It was literally so convenient and I had so much fun doing it as well. I did not even go into it thinking that, oh, like I'm gonna get like a specific opportunity out of this, or you're gonna have like a vacancy, or like Hex is gonna, they have to hire me like after this and la la la. But yeah, so that's not the mindset that you go in with. Like once you just start putting yourself out there, just for a fun experience, for a good experience, for just doing good impactful work, and just doing good work, you'll automatically also like get noticed. Of course, you have to chase up a few people, and you have to like basically be opportunistic about it. But honestly, be you need to be like super like alert, super aware, super proactive. Just keep an eye out, especially for companies you really really like, or industries that you really want to work in and work with. So yeah, just really keep an eye out and just keep seeing what they're posting. Just keep seeing like if there's any vacancies, and even if not, like if you really do want to work with them, just hit them up. Yeah, that is the best way to go about it.
Yeah, I hope, Lam, that does answer your question. And I can see that Shay commented that she's also volunteered in the past. So, like, Shay is a marketing queen, and I'm sure that all of those volunteering roles was able to get her to where she is right now. But yeah, let's move on to the next part. So, the second thing that you can do right now for your portfolio, for your resume, is actually your portfolio. So, a lot of you guys don't like, is portfolio and resume the same thing? No. So resume is more just really outlining your work experience, but portfolio really showcases who you are, your personality, and also just like some really cool like stats or like things that we can really see of what you've done in the past. And a lot of students struggle with creating portfolios because they say, oh, I don't have a job. What can I use for my portfolio? Right? It's like, was it the chicken or the egg first? We don't know. But I can tell you that you can definitely have a portfolio before you have a full time professional degree. So there are plenty of ways that you can do that. You can have a portfolio through your university. You probably have. Oh, there we go, Josephine. I'm answering your question right now. How do you build your portfolio? So all the uni projects that you do, like who in here is studying like a marketing role? Because I feel like marketing is so, I wouldn't say it's the easiest to build a portfolio from, but there are like, you can just create marketing portfolios through your degree. And like, some people like my friend who's a software engineer, he was able to create his portfolio through his uni assignments as well. So I guess we're going to talk a little bit more about the portfolio and how to kind of like liven it up, because a lot of people just don't know where to start. So I have some 5 tips. So I would say don't use basic Canva templates, guys, because think about it. There's going to be 100+ people applying for the same role that you want. You need to stand out. And I can guarantee you, like, there's going to be one other person that will be using your portfolio from the Canva templates. So really change it up, please, and make it an extension of yourself, right? Because Canva template doesn't showcase who you are. It doesn't showcase your personality, right? Asha just mentioned you got to stand out. Yes, definitely stand out. Number two, you have to include lots of work examples. So include lots of screenshots. People just have massive blurbs of like, this is what I've done, la da 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 da. But at the end of the day, we want to see what that looks like, right? Like, showcase us what you've done instead of just telling us. Show. All right. Number three, this is like the I would say, okay, let me start again. So number three is don't include all of your work, but I would say that like really just tailor it to what you're applying for, right? So only add the work that's really relevant to the types of jobs that you want. However, if you've never ever had like if you're really running out of portfolio content, then put as much as you can there, but I would say try to tailor it as well. Um, Number four, highlight unique things about you just beyond your work and your career. We want to see your personality, share some personal anecdotes. And like what Shay said, most importantly is definitely your thinking behind what and why and how. That is literally spot on. And my last like advice, I would say don't be afraid to also highlight your personal social media as well. You don't need to have thousands and thousands of followers. Like, that's not what employers are looking for. They want to see what you've created, how you think, and yeah, like just like they want to hire someone that can take direction without like relying on someone to give them the ideas. I would say for me at Hex, like I didn't have like a proper full marketing role before this one. This is my like first official marketing role, but I did showcase them my personal like social media where I've created a little bit of like content here and there, and I guess that showcased what I am capable of and what I can do here at Hex. Um, and then, yeah, some other things is you don't know where to start. You maybe don't use Canva templates. Pinterest is your friend. This was literally me searching up marketing portfolio, and there's so many templates that you can use and just gain inspiration from, figure out what resonates with you the most. Even like picking out, oh, I like this certain thing from this certain slide. Even TikTok. TikTok guys, who is using TikTok to do all their research? Because that is me. Literally, if I want to find a new place in Melbourne to eat, coolest food places in Melbourne. Literally, you can use TikTok as your new Google. So search up like your degree and then portfolio and then see what resonates with you. And yes, Josephine said Instagram as well. Oh, that's such a good idea. Literally, like social media is your tool. Oh, TikTok overwhelms you. Honestly, same. But but so this whole portfolio creation is so overwhelming, so just like screenshot things here and there, and just take your time, like don't rush, because at the end of the day you are presenting yourself, and like you don't want to create something that is not you. So and we don't want that overwhelmness to get in the way of your creative process. And yeah, and also if you guys have any questions, please drop it down in the comments below, because we will be having Q&A at the end. And we're going to be answering some of your questions. And then some other things that you can do to boost your resume is being out of your comfort zone. So who loves to be outside their comfort zone? Let comment down on the chat, because for me, I am always so scared to try new things. But maybe we can talk about it together of, trying to step out of our comfort zone. Oh, Josephine is, oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. So maybe
I
we can
feel
talk
like
about how that looks like Hakchi.
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh my gosh. I feel like having to push yourself out of your comfort zone, like that's what this webinar is all about now, isn't it? Because literally like volunteering or like building a portfolio, that is all like pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, but that is literally how you're going to stand out, because not everyone does it. everyone is a little bit scared to put themselves out there, and everyone is a little bit, you know, just insecure or afraid or of like their work or of like just, the competition in the market, because there is a lot. And I think the most important thing to remember there is you just have to do it. You can't wait for it. There's no right time. You can't wait for the ball to like drop and be like, oh, like, I have too many assignments. I'll do it after this. I'll do it after like exam season. No time is the right time. You have to start now. Like, it's better to have a messy start than to have a perfect like late start, because when you're late to things, your position might already be gone. So I would always just say, just try to start small and try to, again, like, put yourself out there by just going to events. Maybe your whoever's here watching this webinar is already one step ahead, because you are at this thing. You are at literally, we're gonna remember you guys. We're gonna remember the comments you did, like the questions you asked, and literally, like, you're already one step ahead of everyone else out there trying to land a role or like land a job or just get any sort of, you know networking or connections being made. So I would say, if you're really scared of just putting yourself out there, the first thing to do is literally just like start showing up to events. Showing up is so, so important. And it can land you places when you don't even, when you wouldn't even realize. And just to be in the right room at the right time, or like speaking to the right person, it might just open up a whole plethora of, opportunities. But yeah, if
Mm.
that helps with anything, yeah.
Yeah, so a little like fun fact. So I'm still studying actually. I'm still doing my like marketing degree. And for Deacon, they require people to do what's called like a work integrated learning, where I have to like intern at a company, right? This was before I started Hex, and they were promoting their like exchange program. And I thought, oh my gosh, it would be so cool for me to do an exchange program in like Italy. I think that's what they were offering it, or was it France? I'm not too sure, but it was like I think it was like 2 months of like an exchange program. And at that time, I just like adopted a new dog. So I thought maybe this is not a good idea for me to to just leave the country with a newborn puppy. But luckily enough, like when I was going through that process, Hex, um, I actually got my job at Hex. And 2 months into my like career, they were able to send me onto their international program in Vietnam, which is insane. Like, thank you so much, Hex, for giving me the opportunity. And it was 2 weeks. So a lot of people have this misconception of that, like global exchange programs or internships is like months, but there are some that's 2 weeks, some that's 1 month. Has anyone been to an exchange program at all? It could be anywhere in the world. Takshi, anyone else in the comments? Let us know. But like, it's such a life changer. Like, I was so nervous to go on that program because I was still new to Hex. I didn't know what the expectations were. But I thought to myself, you know what? I'm just gonna like pop myself out of my comfort zone, and I am never like that type of person who would take risks. But trust me, like that was like the best risk that I've probably ever taken ever. And plus, it helps with my uni degree because then I can use that credit and knock off a unit for my marketing degree. So, like,
That's honestly the
kudos.
best part. That's what I did.
It's so good. So
Yeah.
like it really boosted my confidence, and I was able to really think outside the box. So I would love to showcase you guys like what I did on that program, because it was just truly amazing. So like as you can see here, we've done like depending on the location, we have done site visits through like Microsoft, universities. Oh, you went to the Hex Singapore one. How was it? You went to like TikTok. So yeah, depending on your location that you go to, you can go to like TikTok, Google, Grab. We actually have a program running right now in Japan. So we have I think 14 founders on that program right now, and it's truly just like so life changing. Um, and it just really levels up your portfolio and your resume, because so many people who went on this program, like after they went to Microsoft, they went on their LinkedIn and be like, guys, went to Microsoft today. Like it's literally like bragging points. Bragging points.
No,
And
100%. And visibility so much as well.
yeah, no, it's literally so amazing. And like there's days for you to explore. So like when I went to Vietnam with some of the founders there, that like we went to like what is it called, the cafe apartments. You can
Oh my
see
god.
me here literally like with a big ass snake around my neck, and like
I love
me holding like a beehive like thing. It's actually so insane, guys. Like it's such an
oh my
amazing experience. And like Hex does this, but there's so many other places that does this as well, like that can give you so much of these opportunities. And trust me, like if like younger me told my future me that I was gonna hold a big ass, like I think it was like a python snake or something around my neck, like I would not believe you.
that is
um
quintessential Vietnam experience. Oh my gosh. They put the snake around
yeah,
like
yeah.
going on
And like
down.
I went to this like coffee, like Vietnam coffee place, where we made like Vietnamese coffee. Has anyone tried Vietnamese coffee before? It's so amazing. It's like sweet and oh, I love it so much. And then food, like Vietnam is so cheap, and like the hotel that we stayed at had like buffet breakfast. Oh my god, the egg coffee, Josephine, so yum. We made that as well from scratch. And like the banh mi's were like $2. So I was having that like every single night. Like it was so good. Um, so apart from like, becoming a founder, building on your own business, having an entrepreneurship mindset, like there's so many things outside of that that you can just like lots of like personal skills, soft skills that you can develop, and also like a food baby as well. But yeah, like food was so cheap there. And then we have a program coming up at the end of the year in Thailand. And I'm pretty sure Thailand has even cheaper food as well. So excited if any of you guys are going to that program. But I want to pass it on to Takshi, who can maybe talk about her experience when she did our program at the start of the year.
Yeah, of course. Oh my gosh. I had just the best time, as you can see on the pictures here. So we did the Melbourne Global Internship Program here with Hex at Melbourne, and Julia and I basically got to be a part of that, which was just so super grateful for that because, again, it is such a life changing experience, guys. We got to go to so many cool industry site visits. We got to go to Google, Canva. We got to go to Seek and Kill Boring Dead, this really cool marketing agency that does really out of the box thinking, marketing ads, and we basically got to meet like so many like just really cool creatives as well. And I think it really changes a person and like just builds perspective around them as well. And also here's a shot from the ACS as well, the lovely folks at the Australian Computer Society. So basically it was literally a mix of everything. It's I think like people doing any discipline can like go for this sort of like these sorts of programs. And I think it really just like rounds a person up and like just builds their skill set so much because we had these amazing speakers come in with these and got to meet some really cool people doing some really innovative stuff. And again, um building like networks and connections at these places so important because you go and like you connect with these people and you have them on like LinkedIn. And again, like as Julia mentioned, you get a LinkedIn post out of it. If like it wouldn't be an immediate job opportunity or a specific like opportunity that you would get like straight away, but it's basically like building connections for life, these like really cool people in these high up places basically. And yeah, like they'll literally like they're so ready to help you. They're so ready to help you like either get a referral or like get like introduce you to other people, because again, like we said, an opportunity can literally like come up anywhere. And like you literally have the best experiences going on these exchange programs like the one like the one in Melbourne, like the one that Julia went to in Vietnam as well. I went on the Vietnam one as well separately. I wish we were together though. Oh my god, that would have been so much fun. But yeah, like it's really life changing. And honestly, like um when you start from basically an idea and you sort of like build it from scratch, and you have like all these amazing like mentors coaching you throughout, you're meeting all these like industry professionals as well who are also like, contributing to that, coaching you throughout as well, giving you real life like insights, and
Yeah.
just building through that. And then in the end, like, pitching to a room full of people again, like so super super scary. You're super scared and it's nerve wracking, but at the end, like, you're pitching to a room full of people with actual founders, entrepreneurs, investors in the audience. And then we've had like so many actual companies start up from these programs. Like it's so fulfilling to just watch that happen as well. Like it's and it builds like the best experience. It's such a good conversation starter. It builds the best experience on your resume as well, when someone just sees that, oh, you were, traveling in Vietnam, or you were traveling in Thailand for a while. Like, how was that? And how did you go about that? How did you find out about this program? What did you do? What were the kind of people you met? And it just basically is such an otherworldly like experience. But yeah, if
Yeah,
that's
and I'm not sure what it's like with other programs, but for Hex, we try to tailor it as much as we can to like your passion in the business or whatever you're building. So, for example, like in the Melbourne program, you can see here, we had a lot of people who were really into fashion. And so, Charlie, the person who was able to build this whole program, shout out to Charlie in the chat. Let us know if you know who
Ooh.
Charlie. He like secured an amazing office tour at LCI Melbourne. If you guys don't know what LCI is, it's a fashion, like a fashion school here in Melbourne, which is so amazing. Like all the girlies who love fashion were literally fangirling. Tashi, remind me, the one of the guys that was able to like he made the dress for, was it like Kylie Minogue or something? Who
Yes,
was
yes. Oh my gosh. It was Kylie Minogue, and they were all I think they debuted in the Melbourne Fashion Week as well.
Yeah.
And
It
basically
was so
Adrian, I remember.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
it
we
was
really
super
try
cool
to
to do.
tailor it as much as we can to like what you want to see. And it's just such an amazing experience. And I hope like you guys can experience it as well. I can't say what it's like with like what I said, like if you go through your uni, but
Yeah.
like we try to tailor as much as we can to your passions.
No,
Um
100%. Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
and also can I say that like after this program, I was posting on like my personal social media. Oh yeah, I went to Seek and Google and Canva, and
Yeah, it's so cool.
all my friends were like, "What the hell? Like, how did you get
How did
into
you
them
even get
like
in?
this?"
Like,
Yeah,
how did they
how
let
did you
you
get in?
in?
And I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I just have connections, like I'm just cool like that. Like it's literally bragging rights, guys, on your LinkedIn, like how amazing it is to just say, I've been to Google, I've been to Seek, like I've been to Canva, guys. Like they gave us these merch bags with like t-shirts, stickers, like literally like it was the best thing ever. And a lot of these companies will give you merch as well. Like no promises, but
Free
if
merch.
they
Oh my
are
god.
if
And a
they're
lot of
kind
them
enough,
do good free merch, and it's like
yeah,
they're always like so ready to help you. They're always like, "Oh my gosh, please connect with us on LinkedIn. Please reach out if you ever need anything." And they
yeah,
actually respond to that. So, yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
And
I'm a sucker for merchandise too. Oh my gosh, I love merch. Just free merch.
so Josephine just said, what does the itinerary look like? So we're actually going to be talking about this in our next slide. Oh my gosh, it's like you knew what we were going to talk about. We'll just skip through this this slide.
Yeah.
But this is a sample of what the itinerary can look like. Obviously it tailors to different locations, whether it's Singapore, Bangkok, Vietnam, Japan, Melbourne. Guys, we are going on a world tour right now.
Let's
But day zero. So I'll quickly like skim through this because you can kind of already like see what's on the screen. But day zero, we're just gonna give you time to settle down. Was it acclimatize? Like, has anyone seen that TikTok with the Okay, I'll stop.
Oh my gosh, yeah, yeah, the meat.
But so we give you a day just to chill, maybe just even explore. And then like the first day we have a welcome dinner. Guys, this program, like we depending on the program you have, like you can get like a buffet breakfast, guys. It's insane. Like crazy. And then so some of the food's already paid for, like your breakfast. The first day you have a welcome dinner and you sit down with like all the other like founders that are there with you as well. And you also have an amazing race. So if you are in a different country, like it's so like amazing to just experience the city. And we do this with our Hex amazing race. And then throughout the week, we have a lot of like sessions, like founder firesides, lots of workshops. Guys, if you guys don't have a headshot for LinkedIn, we will take professional photos for you so you can look your best online. I learned a lot of you guys don't have a LinkedIn photo, so you better get to it. Yeah, we will help you with with that. And obviously, like what we've said before, lots of tech tour visits, university visits. We have networking nights as well. I know a lot of international students have never been to a networking night before. Like before I started Hex, I've never been to a networking night, and it sounds so scary, but trust me, like you meet so many people there. And I know that like people who are watching this have attended some of our Hex networking nights, so you guys know what it's like with Hex when we host it. It's not some sort of boring like hi, what's your name, shake your hands thing. Like we really try to make it so fun and comfortable. And when do these programs run? So, Josephine, we will ask those answer those questions at the end. But I will say that like it's throughout the year, and the application process as well. So you usually do like an interview, and I guess like the team can talk to you more about that. But yeah, like this is the itinerary for it, and then you can do whatever you want at the end at the end. Like some people leave right when the program finishes. Some people use this opportunity to stay for an extra week to just explore. Like that's what I did when I went to Vietnam. Like luckily my family was coming over there as well, so I was like, yay! Like let's all go to Vietnam together and chill. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
literally.
it's like it's such an amazing jam-packed program, and I know this is just like a vague thing that we're showing you, but I will actually show you right now what this is like a little sneak peek of what we did last year in Bangkok. um and so like for some of the days we did a university tour. Guys, they went to KFC. Like how random is that, right? Like literally like KFC, like fried chicken. So
I
they
would,
went.
gosh,
Yeah,
I'm so
it's just
jealous.
like so, and then they went to 7-Eleven. Guys, 7-Eleven is like great. Not like the 7-Eleven, like the convenience store around the corner. Like they went to like the actual head office, guys. It's crazy. And like throughout the week, like you can see how jam-packed it is. This is just 5 days of a 2 week experience. And it's like very go, go, go. So a lot of people just like always looking at the calendar because it's always changing. But yeah, keep an eye out because yeah, we're gonna host something very similar at the end of the year for Bangkok. So it might have a slightly different itinerary, but you get the gist of what a week looks like. Yes, so yes, Pavang, they did went to KFC. Check out our socials because I've posted some of what that looks like. Um, and then amazing. So we'll move on to the next part. So yeah, we remember the days. We don't remember the days, we remember the moments. So I 100% can like agree with that. Like look at all of these like people who've joined our programs in the past. They just look so happy. And can I just say, like when you are overseas, like traveling and experiencing something so different, you're in such a different bubble. You're in a completely different bubble to where you are now. And it's like it's an opportunity that you cannot like pass. um, what would you say about that, Takshi?
Oh my gosh, 100%. Oh my gosh. Like, we don't remember days, we remember moments, like, actually. Because, again, like, the calendar, like Julia showed you, is super, super packed. But you will only, like, it passes by so quick. Like, the 2 weeks will, like, they'll be super intensive and super hectic, and you'll be scrambling for your lives to pitch night. But it is going to be amazing. It is going to be the best experience you've ever had. And it literally teaches you so many skills, like, how to work in a dynamic environment, how to work with, a lot of people under pressure. And then it's literally like building you from the ground up and giving you a really like well-rounded skill set, which again, that you can, brag about in your resume, in your interviews. Then again, like,
Mhm.
how did you like, manage an end-to-end program? Like, how did you, work with a difficult teammate? Like all those, like, you'll know how to field all those like tricky interview questions as well, which is honestly like so interesting to me. But yeah, it's
And also,
literally
like,
like,
a lot of people don't, sorry to interrupt. I
oh,
just love
you're
to
so
talk.
fine. Yeah,
So,
you're
a
so fine.
lot of people don't know, like, understand that, like, we've gone to Canva, Google, like, all of those big companies, and we didn't just do a site tour. Like, we had someone there that's working for the company who was able to mentor us and do like an hour-long session. So like you can post that on your LinkedIn and be like, oh, had an amazing workshop with the chief marketing officer of Google, for example. Like, that's such a big flex. Post that on your LinkedIn, connect with them, and then like you're just building all your LinkedIn connections. And that is such a massive flex to just be like, oh yeah, I just casually know someone from Canva.
Totally, yeah,
Um, and like
totally.
a lot of the times we ask them to be like mentors for our founders as well. So like if you're wanting to have like a marketing agency, you can ask them like, can you be my mentor to help me like have my own marketing agency? Obviously it's case by case, but like opportunities like that will like it'll be hard to get opportunities like that, shall I say, without having like those connections through these types of programs as well. So I know we're running into like 8 minutes left till the end of the session. So I just love to like show you guys the upcoming program that we have. This is our last program for the year. We had Singapore, Melbourne, Japan, and then we have Vietnam starting next week. So this will be like our last program for the year, guys. So this is your last chance to join. And we have like thankfully 3 scholarships available for this program. And I hope you guys love it if you attend or if you're applying. And it's called the Hex International Student Scholarship. So we're giving away 3 for those who've attended this session today. So thank you much for staying till the end, actually. So Josephine, what you said, how do you get these scholarships? So if you guys can scan this QR code at the bottom right, we are offering these scholarships for people who scan the QR code. The application is closing within 48 hours. So if you guys are interested in joining the program, trust me, it's such a life-changing opportunity. Put it on your resume, put it on your portfolio, and you only need to put a deposit of $100 today. And like what I said on the slides, I said international tomorrow, but it's not actually tomorrow. It's at the end of the year. But yeah, so I hope everyone was able to scan that QR code. If not, let me know. Comment down in the comments below if you want me to send you this link. Oh yeah, it works. Amazing. And then I guess to wrap it off before we have questions, I just wanted to say that you guys are already one step ahead of everyone in your shoes right now because you are attending these webinars and sessions that will help you upskill your career. Like there's so many students that are in the same boat as you that aren't taking these opportunities to join these sessions. So like trust me, you being in this room with us is already so amazing. And like it's you're also going to be in our community. Like I know that next time when we have a webinar coming up or an in-person networking event and you say like, hi, I'm Josephine, hi, I'm Lam, or hi, I'm Asha, like I know, oh my gosh, you guys were the ones who were in the webinar, like thank you so much. Like I will remember you guys, and trust me, when you're putting yourself in these like opportunities and rooms with people who you want to be involved with in your future, like you will become memorable. And like I would say, like Takshi, you would know, like you were in our circle when you volunteered. We didn't even know who you were. Well, I didn't anyways. And then now like you're with us. Like it's such an amazing opportunity.
It works,
And I
guys. Gotta go after
yeah,
it.
it's
Mm-mm.
so good. And like just keep saying yes, like it will open up so many doors for you that you literally cannot imagine. And I would say that's the same case for me at Hex. Like I thought, oh my gosh, Hex, like they do some really cool things when I first started. And then I've been here for like a year and a half. And guys, I kid you not, like I've learned so much working for Hex than I have in my like uni degree. It's because of all the
Um,
opportunities and all the experiences that I've done. Like this is why employers are looking more than just your degree, guys, because at the end of the day, like who raise your hand up or comment on the chat, like how really useful is your degree right now? Like I guess if you're like becoming like a doctor and stuff, like it's important, but like for
probably
example,
medicine. Or like a
like with my
business.
marketing degree, like I've learned so much through in real life experience. Um, but yeah, I guess we have like 5 minutes left.
Mhm.
Comment down below what questions you guys have for us. It could be anything about like resume, portfolio, how to do like volunteering work, even more
We had
questions
a couple
about
like that we
program.
missed about the program, I think. I think I'll just highlight those.
Yeah, put it
Basically
on the.
that. Mm. What's the
What's
application?
the application process? So, obviously, with the application process for you guys, it's a little bit different because you've scanned the QR code. But when you scan the QR code, you'll put a $100 deposit, and then our experience team will reach out to you. You'll go through like an interview, just so we can like check that you are give vibes, and
Yes.
then obviously like it's such like a high demand program, like hundreds of people apply for it and only a selective amount do end up going through. So we really want to kind of make sure that you're really passionate about going to this program, and that you really want, like, what do you want out of it, right? Is it like, it doesn't have to be that you want to build your own business. It could be you want to network, you want to gain public speaking skills. You just have to let us know like what you really want out of it. And then after that interview process, like we'll let you know if you go through or not. And then when you get through, we'll go through like a little informational session of what the program looks like. And then you're off. Obviously, it's not as easy as that. Like we will break it down for you what that all looks like. Um, but yeah, I hope that answers your question. Darcy, I think that's it. You say your name, Darcy. Please clarify if the opportunity covers all costs or students need to fund themselves. So, great question. So, there is an amount for the program which covers the full 14-day program, all of your mentoring sessions, your accommodation, um, and then obviously like your breakfast and some light snacks and dinners. The program price depends on each location, so you can figure that out on the website. But if you can't find it, you can always just send us an email. There was another thing that was on the comment. And then do students need to fund the program themselves? So there can be two ways. So obviously with our scholarships, it's a partial funded scholarship. And then there are plenty of ways that people can fund it. So you can go through like your university, and see if they can fund your scholarship. We at Hex also partner with some like companies, for example, like ClickTech. They offer like women founders in the tech industry for like scholarships as well. Like there are so many ways for you to get scholarships, but a lot of the times the students fund themselves as well, because they see the value of what you can get out of this program. Like guys, this is such I can't explain how amazing it is. But if you have any questions about like financing or anything like that, or how to get some scholarships, like the program team can really help you out with that, as well. So I hope that answers your question. Josephine also said, how do I know if my portfolio is good enough? So I guess like Taksha, you can also talk about this as well, but for me, I always I want to see what's out there. Like comment, like look, go on Google, like examples of marketing portfolios, right? How does yours look like theirs? Like, how do you stand out from the crowd? Like, I always tell people, imagine you are applying for a role for your dream job, but 500 people are applying. Like, how are you going to stand out, right? You need to find ways, and also look, like what I said before, look on TikTok, look on YouTube, look on Pinterest. Like, even though those are good examples of what a good portfolio looks like, how can you also stand out from those as well?
Yeah, of
And
course. And
yeah,
how to
maybe
like
take
tailor your
that.
portfolio to like the specific job that you're like applying to as well. So again, like every company has their like own like brand kits and their own like vibe and the sort of like style that they're going for as well, right? So just try to see like if you're sort of like trying to match that as well. Of obviously, like if you're going for a company that you really want to work for or you want to work with, so of course that's gonna like catch their eye. And yeah, so that's basically like how you sort of go about it, do some like research into those things and see like what's the kind of like, people they hire, what's the kind of like, or you could even like try to reach out to them like and get some advice. Sometimes you might not hear back, but honestly, like it's worth a shot. Like what is there to lose, really? Yeah. And that's also
Mhm.
part of like putting up yourself out there
And
as well.
Shay, my manager, always tells me they don't remember your degree, they remember you and your experience. All right. And there are so many ways for you to like showcase your experience, and we've kind of already talked about that today. But like, there are so many resources out there that can help you with becoming memorable, because that's really what you want at the end of the day. We are running a session on Thursday for LinkedIn and personal branding. And really, like, I would say, think of like you applying for jobs as like you're marketing yourself. You are your own brand. How are you gonna like showcase yourself to people? Are you like the very logical person who's very like go go go? Are you very funny, lighthearted? Like, I always market myself as like the cute, friendly person, like, you know, the little small girl, but that's super friendly. And I hope that you guys are able to see that through my social media, because at the end of the day, like, the recruiters and the employers are looking through that as well. So you have to figure out like who you are and how you want to present that. Because if you're just saying like, "Hi, my name is this and this is what I do," like,
Yeah.
you know
That's
what I
gonna be
mean?
so
Like,
minimal. Yeah.
yeah, like you want the employers to look at your stuff and then they think, "Oh, that's that person who has like loves pink," or, you know, like just something very memorable that will really stick out to you. So I hope that helps. We are running a little bit of an overtime, so if you have any more questions, feel free to email us. But yeah, I guess we will wrap it off now. If you guys want, feel free to connect with us. This is Takshi and I's LinkedIn if you want to scan our QR codes. This is also another opportunity for you guys to be in the Hex Circle. We love, love, love our community. We love talking to you guys. We love yapping. And I hope that this session is super, super valuable for you guys. And like what I said before, like, we have a LinkedIn and personal branding session on Thursdays. So if you guys are international students, please attend that as
Yes.
well. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this session. Any last words, Takshi, before we wrap off?
Yeah, of course. Just thank you so much for joining in and for staying till the very end, guys. Julia and I loved yap yap yap. So thank you so much for listening to our podcast and for being here. And we hope like we really helped you guys through some stuff. And yeah, if you again like have any questions, reach out to us. Always happy to help. We're always in your corner and get involved in the Hexiverse. And hope to see you at the event this Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, amazing. So, yes, just to wrap up, remember, volunteering, resume, portfolio, and get out of your comfort zone. And a way for you to get
Absolutely.
out is to come to a program at the end of the year, but also some
Yeah.
other things as well. But yeah, if you
Just
guys
show
are
up. Just
interested
show up.
in that, yeah, if you guys are interested in that scholarship, scan that QR code before. You can rewind this video as well. And then if you have any questions about literally anything about the program, like, we can help you. But yeah, like, we are so friendly, and we love to help, and we just want to help you grow. So I think that's it for me. I hope you guys have an amazing night, and yeah, thank you everyone.
Thank you. Bye bye. Thanks for
Bye.
joining.
Thanks for
Wait, I see you
joining.
night or morning.